Welcome, my Zentangle friends. My name is Emi. I'm a CZT. I got my training in 2014, so it's been 10 years. I'm excited to be here with you and I'm grateful. I'm really grateful, and I know that you're thinking of things you're grateful for also, and that's why we're together, I think. So I've gotten my usual pen. I've got my white chalk pencil. I've got my blender stomp and my chocolate because kisses are always welcome. So once in a while I need an eraser, so I grabbed that too. And just for fun, I wanted to go over with you what I'm grateful for, and you might have something entirely different, and that's good too. So the whole thing is this, and I couldn't fit it all on here. That's why I did it this way. It's not the minutes spent at the table that put on the weight. It's the seconds. So isn't that an honesty? And I'm sure that many of us, if you're in America, are enjoying seconds today of whatever dinner you had yesterday with family and friends. And I'm hoping that everybody around the world is celebrating and happy wherever they are. And I'm glad that we're together. Today the pattern is called Verve. It's by JJ Barberra, and she has this site, tinkertangle@gmail. She trained some time ago. She's been around since the class of 2010. So this girl, and I love this tangle. I have loved it forever. So I'm so tickled that I get to show you it. I mean, it's like eating chocolate for me. And you know that teaching is like chocolate, but this tangle Verve is just a blast. So I'm going to work in here first, and then I'm going to treat you to some fun if you have time. So stick around if you do. Okay, this is how Verve goes. Put a circle in the middle of a small, mine is about a little over an inch by a little over an inch on my calendar. Put it wherever the middle-ish. So then I'm going to make a 9. I'm going around, and I'm going to do pretty much kind of a wave and back down. Now you can turn this, but this is a small surface, so I don't intend to turn this. What I'm going to do is go around the orb and end up here. And I'm going to do that little bit of a curve again. Now, JJ does on her blog spot, and her blog does all sorts of fun stuff in the middle. You can leave it white, or you can darken it, or you could just leave that little hole of sparkle, or you could do a swirl. And I've got a couple of different ways to show you in a minute. So what we're going to do is alternate now. We're going to replicate what we just did here and what we just did here. I'm not sure this tangle could be any simpler or any cooler because it is so versatile. And I'm looking forward to showing you all the different versatilities that you can do with this. Is that a word? I'm not sure. So come out, up, and down. Come out, up, and down. If you get a wonky line, that just makes it more interesting. I am using a bit of a thicker pen today. I'm using my PN pen. So if that looks a little different than my 01, it's that plastic nib, which I dearly, dearly love and would highly recommend for many of us who are a little bit, I would call us heavy-handed, and I mean that in the nicest way. Now, I always have to ask new students, are you heavy-handed when you draw? So as not to have any misunderstanding. So you see, I'm just going back and forth, auraing the line before. I'm going to go until I don't have any more room. Verve is the coolest pattern. So when you're done today with me, if you have a chance and you care to, go ahead and look it up and see some other ways that you can use this pattern, because everybody, it's like groupthink. Okay, so now I have to kind of give the idea of going behind and going underneath, because I'm going to start having the issue of going underneath. Here I don't have enough to do anything but just tie that off behind like it goes back there. And the same thing here. And then this one is going to have to go behind. I'll have to lift my pen, Zentangle style, and go behind. And that's how it finishes. So I just left this open today, and grab your pencil. Where this darkening area is, I'm going to go ahead and lay some heavy graphite on. I'll do the same on this side. And then it would be interesting, I think, to go around the entire Verve pattern with some graphite. I have a little steampunk planned for you today. That's not something we usually get to do. There is a Zentangle artist who is really well known for that, and she did a pattern that you and I did together called, no, I don't remember, but her name is Eni Oken. She's out of California, and she's a very talented artist, and she likes steampunk. I saw something she did, and I thought, we could do this, we can do this. Okay, so that's the way it ends up looking. You see how I'm kind of spreading that part out and the seam here out too? And isn't that a cool pattern? So this is an idea that you could do with this. I saw several things. Look at that's Verve. I know you have to look for a minute, but that's Verve. This is just fescue. These are just leaves. I'm not even sure what, and I'm sure you know this is flux. And then I have the, what is this called? Poke leaf. Yeah, this is poke leaf. And then I made it, look, I made it go around the edges too. That's my border on this pattern. And then a lot of hefty shading. So I'm going to work in here now on this page, but I want to show you where I'm going. This is my steampunk that I'm going to do. And yours is going to turn out different, but we will start the same if that's okay with you. This won't take very long, just a couple minutes. I would grab a thicker pen, a 05. If you happen to have one, put me on pause while you get one. And go ahead, when you're ready, and put 4 sizable orbs, random, on here. This little tile that I am used to using is all what I've done for this fun thing that we are doing this month, and I'm collecting all of them. They're all 2.5 by 4, and they're called artist tiles, ATCs. So artist tile cards, I guess. No, they're not. They're artist trading cards. Yep. Okay. So hopefully you've had time to lay that on there. And the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go around like I'm doing a 9 and reconnect. It doesn't matter which order you do this in. I'm going to go round, 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 and reconnect over here. I'm going to do it over here too. I'm going to go round. Well, now I would rather go this way. Go round, around, around, and reconnect. That's looking a little weird, but I think it'll work out for us. And this one is going to be like a 9 also, and it's going to reconnect over here. And if you made these lines curvy, that's good. And if you didn't, that's good too. Let's start by doing a little circle in there, in the middle. Get a little closer for you here. There you go. Little circle in the middle, a little line around it, and then a series of smallish orbs around that. This one is bigger, so it will probably work better. Same thing on all 4. Darken behind. And let's do it again. Around. Turn this so you can see it better. And then one more time, aura around the first line. And then a series of orbs all the way around and darken behind so that you can't see the color of your tile underneath in this circle. Or Zentangle likes to call it an orb because orbs are not perfect and neither are we, and circles are. So that is the whole reasoning behind that. Another orb, another behind, going an aura, and then a whole group of little tiny beads. They call them perfs in Zentangle. Perfs are just smaller than pearls, and you just have to have some common name for things. So, you know, you could call it anything. You could call it macaroni, so long as everybody had the same name, right? That's all we're trying to say here. Okay, hopefully in just a minute you'll have yours set up. And, and I'm sure, please know that it probably doesn't look like mine, and that's just fine. And what we're gonna do, if you're ready, is just like we did on the tile that we did before. We're gonna go round and reconnect. And this time I'm doing it quite tight. Did you notice that? I'm gonna do a couple more here. Come out, around, and reconnect. Some people say it's like 6s and 9s. Some people say it's like 9s and 9s, depending on how you feel and the angle. It's better if you go wonky. What I'm saying to you is don't try to do Mary Poppins here. It's a good thing to have different ones and different sizes. Now I'm gonna work on this one here and connect it up here. Watch, I'm gonna go out, 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 and back in. Do it again, out, and back in. Out, and back in. I'm only doing like 4 to start with on each of these. And this one is going to go out and back in this direction. Out and back in, because I've got to go underneath this time. I have room, but I probably will. I'm going on this side now. I'm going to go out and around and back in. Might do it again. Out, lift my pen, and go back under. This one is a weird one. It's going to go out and out. It should, and actually what I'm going to do is change it up now. Watch what I'm going to do. I can do this because this is drawing. So I went back under here. So out and back under. Out and back. Oh, is that cool? That came out really weird, but I like it. Out, out, out on this one. And maybe I'll just stop there. I don't know. This is steampunk. So what that means is that you can have this turn out the way you want. You're not going to get it wrong. Okay, so we'll be doing a lot of connecting. Here's another one. I can connect that here. I hope this makes sense to you. I just think it's fun if you just let yourself go and don't worry, is it right, okay? Don't worry about that. That's closed up, so I'm just going to darken down the middle of this. This has to come in here to close this up. I hope you're just having fun with your pen. Just let it go and just have fun with this pen. This is going to come in. And I'm going to get to a point where I don't have much going on here. I can leave that light, or I can just go like this and darken it, the whole thing, whether you're using white paper, pink paper, whatever. All I did was darken that in there. Now you see how I just made this kind of, I added some things here. Well, look, I'm going to do that here too. I'm just making some feather whiskers. And then I'm going to do that here too. I'm going to make some feather whiskers. And this area here where it joins, we do the same. I'm going to make some feathery whiskers. So I'd like to add some of this fun stuff that I added onto the other thing. So one of the ways I did that was I picked a line, any line you like, and I'm going to come around here, start like we're doing the 9 thing, start here, and let it get wavy. See how I did mine here? Do it again. Come out and let it get wavy. Hope you can see this. Maybe you'll want to darken this in behind a couple of them. That's kind of a cool look. And then I want to do this thing here. This cute little thing. It's upside down. Maybe you'd understand it or like it better. Now the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to pick an area with a top knot. Like this has a top knot on it. So what I'm going to do is like this. I'm going to go around it. Do it again. Go around it. Again. Again. A little smaller. A little smaller. A little smaller until it's nothing left. And I just did a little tail up there. Is it cute? I hope you like it. I hope you're enjoying this. So I think maybe you would like to put this on too. This is a, what is that little thing called? Man, I don't know why I'm having that little brain fog tonight, but I'll think of it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is have this come out of an area. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to make 3 sticks come out, not too wide. It's okay if it is. I'll watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to come down just a little bit. I'm going to go around behind. It has the illusion of going behind. You see how that looks? Now I can make this little top thing go any direction I want. Like if it's going to be the same as what we did over here. So watch, I'm going to come along like this, and just each time it's tighter, 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 and tighter until it's done again. Is that cute or what? I hope you like it. I hope you're enjoying this too. So here I did some thickened lines, and so you could do that in yours too. But I bet I wouldn't be a bit surprised you're a little tired of me, and I think this is really cute as it is. But let's get a little shading on here because that really matters. So I want to do shading where these two, the joint is, where these two join together. I want to do a little shading where this joint is, and you have something different, I'm sure of it. I just hope you enjoyed it and you did it. And I have a little shading coming off here. I want to do one side of this cute little top thing. I want to do one side of this one too. Just one side is plenty. This, where it's coming out on mine, where my two join together, I'm going to get shading that I'm going to push around in a minute. And I certainly can do more, but I feel pretty good about what I have going on here. There needs to be there too. It's a little different with steampunk. At least that's what I call it. If you have a different name, then just understand that we're just talking about having a little extra fun here, and not meant to be all end all here. Just a little bit of extra fun. I love once in a while doing a steampunk thing. And I hope you did too. Now you see how I put some extra things in here just to show you how you could do it. And it's just the idea of having a little fun with you, my friends. So thank you for being here with me. And please, if you have a chance, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me, and I really think that we've been having a great month. The month of November has been just full of gratitude and joy for me to do this with you. My name is Emi, and you've been on the Emi channel. So thank you. I'll talk to you again soon, tomorrow. Bye.